just like and the Daughters of the Nile is an organization for the wives of Shriners. Okay. There's also boys' organization, one called DMOA, which is a young boys' organization from, I think, 12 or so to 18. And then there's another one called Daughters of the Rainbow, which is ladies, which is young girls. And there's various other ones as well. Okay. Sometimes we say, you know, how do you recognize a Mason? How does one Mason recognize another Mason? Okay. And you wonder, you know, what are their little secrets to this? Not really difficult. Most Masons carry either a pin of some kind or a ring. But if they don't, you can ask a man a question. The question is, it really doesn't make any sense unless you're a Mason. So I'd ask you, have you been to the East? You know, just off the cuff. If we're not talking about Eastern Canada or Eastern, you know, or Israel or something that, you know, you'll say, well, it's one on me. But if you're a Mason, you'll tell me right away that you have seen the East. And you'll tell me, you'll give me the name of your lodge and the number on the provincial registry of that lodge. You can say, I belong to Northern Lights, wherever it is, lodge numbers, and so on the Grand Register. I mean, on the register of the Grand Lodge of Saskatchewan or of Alberta. Okay. I'll tell you something. You can even recognize a Mason when he's dead. Okay. You go into cemeteries, and if you see an obelisk as a headstone, as a gravestone, you'll know it's a Mason buried there. Sometimes even the Masonic crest will be on the obelisk. I'll tell you what an obelisk is. An obelisk is a structure that's tapered and pointed, and it's pointed on the very top. Okay? And most Christians don't know what it means, where it comes from. Where did this thing originate? You know, the Washington Monument is an obelisk. Do you know that? The Eiffel Tower is one. There's one in London, England. Okay? That is a pagan symbol pertaining to sun worship, to a sun god. That's what it is. It actually stands for the male organ, erect male organ. Because in paganism and in sun worship, the male organ is the organ of regeneration, of rebirth. Understand? Nature worship. Okay? So that's how you can recognize Masons. Besides, they can have all kinds of things. They can have little emblems in their cars. Like I'm Gideon, and I have a Gideon emblem on my vehicle. Okay, you know. But I'll tell you something. There's one problem that arises, and that is the problem of Christianity versus Masonry. Can a Christian be a Mason? Initiations. Initiation of a lodge is in the first 3 degrees, or also in the other degrees. But an initiate in the first 3 degrees is led to the door of a lodge in a blinded condition. He's got a hoodwink tied over his eyes. Okay. He's prepared for an initiation by stripping his clothes off and metal. And all money, of course. You're dressed in a type of pajamas. You redress in these pajamas, and then you are prepared in a certain way to enter the lodge. Like in first degree initiation, your left leg pad leg is rolled up above your knee, and so is your right. Your left arm is rolled up to here, and your left breast is left open, is uncovered. And then you're led toward the lodge by the Tyler, who is, you approach the Tyler of the lodge. Well, you have two guides with you who bring you to the Tyler of the lodge, and he stands there with a sword. He protects the door of the lodge so that no one enters except those who are qualified. Okay? And a question is asked of you, several questions. And then you are told to answer when that you're a poor blind candidate seeking admission to the lodge to accept part of the rights and benefits of that lodge. Consider this. If you are a Christian, you are already in the light. You're not in darkness. Right? You are approaching the lodge professing that you are in darkness, that you are a poor blind candidate who has long been in darkness and who's seeking the rights, lights, and benefits of this lodge. First denial. First denial. Okay. Inside the lodge, you'll be met by the inner guard, and you'll be asked who you are, what you want. You repeat the whole thing again. And then you'll be received on the point of a sword. The sword is applied to your naked left breast with some pressure. They tell you that as the sword is a torture to your flesh, so should the recollection of it be if you should presume to reveal the secrets of Freemasonry unlawfully. Pretty sobering thing, isn't it? Okay. And then you're led to the lodge, to the inside of the lodge, and you're caused to kneel in a particular way, and your hands are placed on the Holy Bible in the square and a compass. The Holy Bible sits on the altar, and it's open to a certain place in the first degree, and on top of the Bible is a square like this, and the compass. And that's where you take your oath. These oaths are death oaths. You swear that you will, upon yourself, a death oath. In the first degree would be that if I presume to reveal the secrets of Freemasonry unlawfully, that I would have my body severed in twain, and my tongue torn off by its roots, and with my body buried in the rough sands of the sea, where the tide ebbs and flows twice in every 24 hours. Also, you'd be buried at cable's length from the shore, meaning that because you do have a cable tow tied to your arm, and later on it will be tied north. And the first degree is tied to your neck. And it is like a rope, okay, by which you can be drawn out of the lodge if you presume not to take the oath. Okay? And in the third degree, there's some more of this. In the second degree, and then in the third degree, there's still more of it. And your obligations, your oaths become a little more complicated. Okay? parts of the oaths in the third degree is that if you should see a Mason, give the grand hailing sign of distress, and you will go to his help if there should be a greater probability of saving his life than that of losing your own. And then you're shown how to give the grand hailing sign of distress. Okay? Joseph Smith, who was a Mason, and who was the originator of the Mormons, gave this sign of distress at the very last of them.